There's a lot of cool pumpkin nail video tutorials out there, and they all are beautiful, but a lot of them require special tools and techniques in order to successfully complete them. Mine only requires nail polish. Let me show you how I made my pumpkin nail art. You're going to need a base coat, a white nail polish, 2 different shades of orange nail polish, preferably opaque if you can get that, a green or brown nail polish or both, and a top coat. First, you need to paint your nails with a base coat and enough layers of white nail polish to be opaque. Next, you're going to draw 2 vertical lines slowly with your darker orange shade of nail polish. You can either curve them, like the one on the left, or you can draw them more straight. It gives a little bit of a different effect, not much of a difference. And you can decide if you want a tall pumpkin or a short pumpkin or something in between. Avoid having too much polish on your nail polish brush as you do this. After that, draw a line in the center with your lighter shade of orange. Make sure the top and bottom have a rounded edge. An optional step at this point is to go over that lighter shade one more time so it's not as transparent, and that way it can be more opaque and you don't see the darker shade underneath it. In this next step, you need to try to get as much nail polish off the brush with the bottle as you can, and then you can always go back and get some more polish from the bottle later. Now you're going to create your stem for your pumpkin. You can use either brown or green nail polish. I just dotted my polish on very slowly and very carefully until I got the stem that I wanted. If you want, you can also add a leaf to your pumpkin. I did notice that it looks better if you add the leaf to a pumpkin that has a brown stem versus with a green stem. You use a similar technique as when you drew your stem on your pumpkin. You get a lot of polish off of the brush with the bottle, and then you just kind of dot it on until you get the shape that you like. I do like the leaf that I made on the left better than the one on the right for sure that you can see on your screen. But notice that the one on the left, the pumpkin, it looks a little unusual because that was one of my first drafts. One of my first. It wasn't the first draft of a pumpkin that I made, in which I tried doing more long ovals instead of the 3. And I ended up not really liking that, and I used other colors too. Once your nail polish is fully dry, it's time to just put on your top coat and then you're done. While I was experimenting with these pumpkin nails, I definitely came up with a few nail fails. So let's take a look at some of them. One of them, I made the stem way too big and I used way too much nail polish, so learn from that mistake. Another one I accidentally dropped when it was still wet. Anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you so you could see that, sometimes we have some nail fails before we get to the point where we like what we are making in our nail art, and that's okay. And that's what Kay says.